Okay. Hi, Chris.
Hi, Raquel. How are you? How was your Christmas?
It was good. We did Christmas delayed this year.
Mm-hmm.
Because family is complicated and people are getting older and I don't like it.
What pants are you wearing? I saw us.
Okay.
Oh
these are
my god.
Ho, 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 Christmas pants.
Wow.
They say
LOL.
ho, ho, ho. And then down here they say LOL, alternating with weird cats.
Is that lots of love or laugh out loud? Which
I think it's...
which
I
iteration
think
of LOL?
these are lots of love because that's what Santa's here for.
That is true. Santa's bringing all the love.
Ho, ho, ho. If you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah. I saw
I heard
mommy
that your
kissing Santa
Christmas-
Claus.
Yeah.
What?
Your Christmas was interesting, to say the least.
Was it? It was a pretty standard Christmas, I guess.
Oh, I just got lots of Snapchats of you and your sister being like, they're talking about racism.
Oh, yeah. That was the day after Christmas, but yeah, they were, yeah.
See, I'm all confused because my family really successfully treated the 26th like Christmas.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So every time someone would post something on the 26th, I'd be like, they're doing that on Christmas?
Yeah, yep. Yeah, but that's still the venue for that kind of conversation anyway, because that's just when the family's all together. But I remember like sitting in like the kids' table, but like the adults' table was like across from us, so I heard like talks of sexual harassment and rape and like stuff that Matt Damon said, and of course the men were on Matt Damon's side and the women were on not Matt Damon's side. So I was like, no, I can't do this. So like after that, I might have like chimed in every once in a while. But like eventually I just like went upstairs in my cousin's bedroom and I just like took a nap on the bed. And I woke up and they were talking about gun control. I was like, okay, whatever. I'm like,
I'm gonna go back to sleep.
yeah, I'm like well rested enough, so like I contribute to that. But I was like, okay, I'm done with this. Family is very nice.
Yes. I was planning on going back to New York yesterday because my company's holiday party was Wednesday night.
Uh-huh.
And then I got like stranded at the Greyhound station where all of the buses were like 2 to 3 hours delayed. So by the time I'd get back to New York, I was going to miss the holiday party. And I was like, screw this. And had my parents come pick me up.
Yeah.
And like extended my trip by like 2.5 days.
All right. Well.
So I'm actually not going back to New York until tomorrow night. But it's fine. We've been playing lots of games. I've been hanging out with this stinking cute baby. She's so cute.
Oh, man.
Remind me to have half Japanese babies.
What's the baby's name?
Her name is Lena.
Lena.
Yeah. And have you been following my Snapchats and Instagram stories of her?
You know what? I will now.
She's so cute.
Yeah.
And I'm obsessed with her. I'm just going to find one picture. She was just using my phone.
Oh my god.
Like, I love her. That's with a Hazel Village animal.
Yeah, that's really nice.
She puts everything in her mouth.
At some point, that won't be a sustainable strategy. Like, there's some things we should not. Yeah.
She was trying to get herself up a set of stairs, but like couldn't get herself past the first one, so she like tried to grab onto the second one with her mouth.
Oh my god.
And I was just like, that's not gonna work,
yeah,
Lena.
Yeah. That's
and
what
she only has 2 teeth, and it's 2 bottom teeth, and it's so cute. I think I have a little bit of baby fever. It's fine.
Raquel, I've known this for quite some time.
That's true.
This is no secret. This is not new development.
That I love babies and children. Okay, should we talk about Runaways?
Speaking of babies,
Greg Sulkin.
Yeah, Greg Sulkin. He had a lot of emotions in this episode.
Oh, he had so many emotions.
You know, it was like, can one human being even have this many emotions? In that, I mean, obviously, yeah, but like, oh my god, so many emotions.
Yeah.
I don't know. Everyone was just very mad and tense and yelling and angry, and I was like, man, I miss the steam. I miss the happiness.
no steam in this episode.
There's zero steam.
We're like a 3-episode no steam.
Like we had Hot Asian Dad in his freaking underwear, and that was like not a steamy
God,
scenario.
I forgot about
like,
that. You'd think that
skipping
he'd
ahead,
like
but yeah.
get a little bit more buff before doing
Yeah,
one of these.
I was like, all right, well, sure, whatever. I mean, dad bod. I saw the term dad bod today in a interview with an actor. And was like, yeah, dad bod seems like a good.
Well, considering
term
the
to
fact
apply.
that we call him Hot Asian Dad, it seems relevant.
He's certainly not buff Asian dad.
Hot buff Asian Dad.
Yeah, you can't have
Maybe
it all.
who knows?
It's like,
Maybe in season 2, it'll be Robert's moment. His name's Robert, right?
yeah, I think probably.
It's starting to get like important that we know their names
Yeah.
because every single time they're like, "Where's Leslie?" And I'm
Yeah, I
like,
was
"Who the fuck is Leslie?"
So you liked this episode, right?
It was engaging, and I was like watching it on my sofa with headphones in,
Right.
And I kept gasping, and my family kept being like, "Raquel, what's going on?"
What are you watching? I was lying down in bed and like just watching the screen. So I was like, it was like 1:30. It was 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was like kind of sleepy. But I don't know if it was the condition that I was in, but everything just felt very fast and crazy. And there were so many times I was like, wait. What
Who's gonna
is going
die
on
now?
right now? No, not even that. I was like, wait, what is actually happening right now? Like, why are people acting this way? Like, she shot her husband, and then they're like, oh, God, we gotta save him. Like,
There was definitely a lot of like a lot of plot that ended
Yeah.
with no plot having happened. Do you know what I mean?
everything was just so frantic. Yeah,
like
and
all
everything
of these
just kept
things
jumping
happened.
around. Yeah.
I'm
and
gonna
then,
go as far as say that the writing was not very good this
No,
episode.
no, I don't think it was. No. I was just like, wait, why are Alex's parents there? What is happening? Like, everything was just so fast and nonsensical. And, like, also, can anyone just drive into that garage? Because, like, suddenly, like, Carolina's mom was there, and then Jonah was there. Like, he just literally just, like, pulled up there. And I was like, how the fuck are you people getting in this home? Like, this, like, high-tech family. Like, okay, I guess there's no security.
Well, it's because they received the text
Tsunami.
tsunami.
Oh, shit, tsunami.
Literally, I was like, they couldn't come up with a better system of notifying someone that something really bad was happening except for the mass text
Spike got
tsunami.
shot. Spike got shot in all capital letters.
And of course, all of them knew something was really bad because the last time they received the text tsunami was
Molly's parents.
when Molly's parents died.
Super dead. They said in pieces was the phrase. So, I mean, we ended, like, last discussion, like, we were like, oh yeah, Spike is totally dead. And then, like, this episode, like, opens with, like, he's still breathing! He's still, it's like, okay, whatever. Because I
Well,
was not convinced that he was dead.
I was
and y'all
pretty
were.
convinced he was going to be alive. Just because it seemed too, like, easy to kill him off that quickly.
Right. I think Izzy was convinced because, like, oh, that's kind of the new Marvel TV thing where they just kill
They kill
Sigourney
off random
Weaver.
characters,
Yeah.
important
Yeah, like,
characters.
important characters, yeah. So I don't know, like the whole episode was based on like them trying to save this dude, and they kind of do at the end by like I felt like they just kind of kept making stuff up, like, okay, now we gotta sacrifice one of the parents. And I was like, wait a minute, like, I thought pride was really important. I thought everyone had a role to play, but then they were, like, all having, like, the survivor argument. I was like, oh, no, he's the most useless one. And then...
Hot Asian Dad was like, no, I'm the most useless one.
Yeah, I'm gonna strip to my underwear and have this dramatic moment where I'm holding the fistigons. And then... I don't know.
Oh my god, and then when Nerdy Dad like pulled out a gun.
Yeah, that
they
was
were all like
that was a and then like when Alex's dad was like, "Hey, drop the gun." I was like, "Oh, the gun's going to go off when he drops it." And then he dropped it and then the gun went off. and there was like a slight, like short slow-mo sequence of the glass shattering and everyone screaming. It's like, yep, I knew that was gonna happen, but also, what was the point of that?
Yeah, that was goofy.
So a lot of stuff was goofy in this episode. And then like Frank Dean, like the church dad, came in and I was like, hey, I'm gonna fix it with my magic hands. And then he actually killed him, which I did not expect. I was like, wait, what is happening?
Wait, so at the end of the episode, what was the status of Spike?
They put him in the pod that was not totally destroyed by Nico's mom.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, it might heal him, but we don't really know. Because Jonah, like, he was like, okay, like, one of you has to die. And then that didn't happen. And he's like, okay, whatever, man. So, I don't know why I don't know his game. I don't know this dude's game, is what's really confusing me.
Yeah. And, like, they find it so important to have Victor alive. But then at the end, Jonah's like, well, I told you I wasn't going to need any more sacrifices.
Yeah.
Like, make up your mind.
Yeah, I feel like the rules of like surrounding this Jonah dude has not been really well established, and therefore it's just kind of throwing the rest of the plot into like this crazy, confusing frenzy. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I guess it was exciting, but like when you think about it, it was like, what actually happened?
Well, I saw Star Wars last night.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Still into Kylo Ren.
I'm starting to. Okay, here's the thing.
I'm sorry. You like had a response and then processed what I'd said.
Here's the thing. So, I've like recently come to the conclusion, because like I've always known that like I don't really like dudes, but like there is like. But I think it's like 95 or like 97 of dudes that I just do not find like attractive at all. And it's like, did I tell you about that Pinterest thing?
No.
I like recently been on Pinterest lately, like trying to like figure out like my fashion and stuff like that, my look.
Yeah.
And like, what I'm more comfortable looking as and like expressing myself as. And then I got into like kind of a binge of just like finding pictures of androgynous Asian boys. Mm-hmm. And then, you get emails. It's like, hey, here are some Pinterest boards that you might be interested in.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And the top one was a bunch of emo boys kissing each other. And I was like, I'm okay with this. And I was like, on paper, not Adam Driver the actor, but Adam Driver as Kylo Ren, like, should be in that, like, small percentage. But I'm like, no. I don't know. I feel like... And then, I don't know, I was, like, rewatching a bunch of Star Wars stuff, because, like, I was kind of in the Star Wars mood, and I was, like, watching, like, Kylo Ren, like, when he's, like, feeling all emotional, like, about to, like, kill Leia, like, in his ship, and just looking at his face, I was like, I don't know, maybe I'm more into it than I think.
I
was
just
like,
love
God
him.
damn you people.
And his emotional journey.
I thought that shirtless scene of him was just silly.
It was silly. You know what I was super bummed about? When he had that, like, black scar cut?
Yeah.
Before they'd sewn it up.
Yeah.
And I like, whispered to my sister, I was like, I kind of liked that. I was kind of sad that they sewed it up.
He's damaged.
I love him. I love his emotional journey. The peak hotness was when you think he's finally going to go to the lights. To the light. To the good side.
Yeah. And then he's like, nope, let's just kill everyone.
But there's still light within. Oh, spoilers. Star Wars spoilers.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the two people who... Did I tell you about my dream last night about this podcast?
Yes, you did.
I dreamt that Will Walters, who was a mutual friend of ours in Scotch and Soda, and all the
Well,
common stuff.
he never particularly liked me, but
I know, but I do not know why the dream was that the three of us were sitting in this bedroom recording this podcast.
were we like sitting on your bed?
Yeah,
like
I was sitting
having
here,
a sleepover.
Like, yeah, like Will was over there, you were over there. Like, I don't know. I should probably text him like, "Hey, I know we're not that close friends, but you were in my dream last night, recording this podcast with me and Raquel." And also, I dreamt that my laptop was here as it is, and I had my iPad here, and I was scrolling through comments about our podcast as though like it has a giant following. So that's kind of when I knew it was a dream.
I told my sister last night, and I was like, even our moms don't listen to it. And she was like, oh, that's bad.
Well, I definitely don't want my mom listening to this after my confession.
My mom would listen to it, but it's not on Stitcher, and now everyone's using Stitcher.
Oh, I will have to look into that. Because this is on SoundCloud, and then like iTunes, you can just like basically give them that URL, and then like it's on iTunes. I don't know how Stitcher works. I'll look into that. For all y'all who are on Stitcher listening to this,
for a great grand following.
Yeah, only in my dreams. So that was.
I was super excited last week when Izzy was like, "This is my opinion on Finn Jones," and I was like, "Oh my god, she listened! We're famous."
Yeah. God damn it. There's this picture of Finn Jones that. Oh yeah, we talked about the parents, but the kids.
We did
also
not talk about the children.
The children also had plot lines because there
also, do you like my 1950s hair curl that I've got work going on right now?
Yeah, that's a look.
I definitely am still wearing my pajamas. I don't know if you
as well. This. So there was some Amy stuff.
There was some Amy stuff. She is an actress now.
I mean, there was the actress who was, I guess, the dead body. But
that's true.
Yeah, but she had lines in this episode.
She really had lines, and apparently she and Alex were friends.
Yeah. Playing Star Wars Battlefront. Speaking of Star Wars,
is that? I don't know.
That was like a multiplayer game based on the original trilogy. And then there's a new Battlefront. There's a new Battlefront that came out this year that has the prequels and the sequels. So there's a fake Adam Driver that you can play as, and it does not sound like none of the characters sound like the original actors. They ruined Harrison Ford's face somehow, and they gave him a beard because it's 10 years after, and it looks like a cheap discount Harrison Ford, and it's actually comically hilarious just how bad that looks because the game
is it in prep for Solo, a Star Wars journey?
Oh boy, yeah, that's happening.
I know we were reading about it in the car on the way back. Okay, do you want to hear a funny anecdote that's still related to Star Wars and not related to Runaways? My dad gets out of the movie and he was like, "I thought this was the last movie," and we were like, "No, it's not."
It felt
and he was like, "It's called The Last Jedi." And we were like, it's not the last movie, it's only the second one of the third trilogy. And he was like, but it's called The Last Jedi. And I was like, do you want us to rename it to The Penultimate Jedi?
I can only imagine your dad sitting in the theater for episode 9 2 years later, but he's just kind of whispering to you, but wasn't that The Last Jedi?
The thing is he also, we watched The Force Awakens 2 years ago when it came out, but he, remembered none of it. He was just did I even see that movie?
Was he who's that?
Describing
who's that?
It was literally, it was who's Rey? Who's Finn? Who's Poe? Who's Kylo Ren?
Wait, Luke's back? What?
It was very
Han's
charming,
dead?
but I think it... Han Solo died?
I mean, the funny part about The Last Jedi is that it begins literally immediately after The Force Awakens, which Star Wars does not do. So it was
It starts with a battle, and I definitely spent the entire first battle a little disoriented and trying to, like, remember the plot.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, why are they in battle? Which one's
Yeah.
the First Order?
Yeah. Why is this Ginger very angry?
Surprisingly, he's not my favorite hot man of the franchise.
It's because
so.
he's such an absurd character in those movies. He's just like this screaming, like, space Nazi who just, like, you cannot take seriously because he's just so over the top.
Yep.
He's literally a Weasley. He was a Weasley in the Harry Potter movies.
He was a Weasley. Was he Bill?
He was Bill Weasley in, like, the last
Bill
two
Weasley.
movies. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. He had a scar because of the werewolf.
Oh, hot. Good.
Yeah.
I didn't say that. I'm sorry.
Anyway, they were playing Battlefront in that coffee shop, right?
Oh, right.
Battlefront, yeah.
The penultimate Jedi.
The penultimate Jedi. Yeah, they were playing as not Harrison Ford on Endor, and then I don't know. God, what Amy? Was like hacking into Wizard, I think.
Something like that.
Oh,
yeah.
no. The mom was like hacking her because
Yeah.
she was like finding out that whole. Maybe because I was half asleep, but like a lot of that stuff. Because then I was like your dad watching the movie. Because I was like, wait, who's that bearded guy? What's Amy doing? I thought this was
We've met
Runaways.
the
Why are they
bearded guy
running away?
before.
Did that dude talk to Alex's mom in that?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
'cause
No. He talked to Tina, Asian mom.
Okay. God damn it. All right. Yeah. Bearded guy. He had like
And
a tattoo.
I had the theory that he was also the homeless guy they tried to steal.
Yeah, I don't think that was.
That's my deep theory. I feel like he's gonna be a major plot point in season 2.
Is he like?
If they get picked up for season 2, have they been picked up for season 2?
They haven't announced, but like, I would not be surprised if they were. Like, I feel like Marvel has like a hold on. They've only had one TV show canceled before, but it's
What
because
TV show was it?
Agent Carter, Agent Carter was a good show, even though season 2 was not very good.
Okay, but it made it a season 2.
Yeah, exactly. Inhumans will probably get canceled, but that's because it was very, 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 very bad. It was bad. Iron Fist is coming back. Oh, dear God.
Does he have his own TV show?
Yeah, he has his own TV show. It's bad.
Interesting. I might have to watch this just to be able to inform is Finn Jones hot?
It's straight white nonsense masquerading as like a kung fu movie.
Oh,
it's
God.
so bad.
Okay, I take it back. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
but I still think he's hot. He's hot in that Subway ad.
Okay, sure. Just yeah, put that on your wall, I guess.
I mean, I'm above putting pictures of hot men on my wall.
No, you just frame
I'm
them.
23.
And you have multiple ones.
It's just Orlando Bloom and Jesus.
Okay, all right. Yeah, both pretty hot celebrities. Have you talked about my gag gift to Bryn that is now in your home?
Oh my God, no.
It is.
That's like basically mine now.
Yeah, you have taken ownership of it. But
it's a Kylo Ren.
A talking Kylo Ren.
Talking Kylo Ren action figure / Barbie.
Show me again the power.
But once it says like shake me on the box,
Yeah.
and so I shook him, and then he kept talking for like 10 minutes, and we were like, oh no, how does it stop?
It does yell no in a very comical way.
Oh.
Also does not sound like Adam Driver, just like Battlefront 2.
Yeah. Well, they can only pay their actors so much.
Yeah. I mean,
I feel like Adam Driver's in the general cultural conscious right now.
Yeah, he's been in a bunch of movies lately. He was like in a Scorsese movie, Logan Lucky. I don't know if Girls is still on.
I was watching a random movie that Daniel Radcliffe was in called What If, and Adam Driver was in it. He's on like every other movie that's available on Amazon Prime. He's in. Like that's his peak demographic.
People who just watch movies on Amazon Prime.
Me. I went through all of the like quirky indie movies they had on Netflix, so I needed to move on to something.
Yeah. My God.
I've watched lots of quirky quirky movies on Amazon Prime lately.
It's inevitable that Adam Driver will show up in a Marvel thing. I feel like that's gonna be a thing one day.
Oh my God, you're right.
Because fucking everyone's been in a Marvel movie at this point. Like, I'm pretty sure I've been in a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
It's also funny, like, with Star Wars specifically, like, whenever they hear, like, oh, there's a new Star Wars movie, a bunch of celebrities want to be in it, and they're just, like, a stormtrooper, like, with a helmet on, you can't see their face, but, like, hey, that's Daniel Craig as a stormtrooper, which was a thing.
Okay, so my sister and I are convinced that Laura Dern and Oscar Isaac had a lot of sexual chemistry.
Yeah, sure. I can. Maybe.
And my dad was like, she is too old. And we were like, anything is possible in Star Wars.
Yeah, I don't think time exists in Star Wars. So.
Yeah, the Jedis die when they want to die.
Yeah, exactly. The last of them. Do you think early, like, young Mark Hamill was attractive?
No. I was also incredibly distracted by young Harrison Ford. Like, you can't focus on anything but young Harrison Ford when you're watching the first trilogy.
Do you think the gentleman playing young Han Solo in the upcoming movie is attractive?
I do think he's attractive. He's no young Harrison Ford. I was looking
but
this
how
up.
how about Donald Glover as Lando?
Oh.
Have you seen him, like, because, like, he has to have a mustache for Lando, so, like, whenever he's, like, doing interviews or, like, at an award show, he just has, like, a mustache, and it's like, yeah, there it is.
I already find Donald Glover, like,
yeah,
incredibly attractive.
Yeah, but he's gonna play a smooth-ass character, like, in his prime in this movie.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy, he's attractive. Like, okay, I'm looking at the pictures of I don't know what his name is, but the guy who's gonna play
young Han
Solo.
Yeah.
And, like, he's the kind of guy where if, like, I'd flirt with him at a party, but I wouldn't, like, turn my head if I saw him on the street.
Oh, sure, yeah.
So he's a 6.5, 7.
Yeah.
He's no young Harrison Ford.
Yeah, you can't match that, really.
Have you seen all of those posts that are like the Star Wars fandom would rather have young Harrison Ford? Oh, I'm gonna start over.
Mm-hmm.
The Star Wars fandom would rather have old Harrison Ford playing young Han Solo and just pretend that he's young than have someone else play young Han Solo.
I can see that. I remember, like, the crazy cast hunt for young Han Solo. I think it included, like, Josh Hutcherson and Dave Franco. Ansel Elgort. Oh my God. Like, it's like none of these guys are, like... None of that is good enough for me, but, like, also, I don't think this movie should exist, so there's my bias there. Except for Donald Glover as Lando. That's the only, like, good thing.
Literally, as we were talking about this in the car last night on the way back, and, like, we got so excited. I will watch this solely for Donald Glover.
Yeah.
Because I've already talked about that scene of his in Magic Mike 2.
Oh, right, yeah.
That I'm like, whew, that's all. Oof. Like, there were literal strippers in that movie, and I'm like,
yeah,
but Donald Glover.
But that's the that was
that's the icing on my cake.
That's the ticket.
Should we talk about Runaways?
What's that? What's Runaway?
So Amy got into some scenario, definitely didn't commit suicide. Mm-hmm. But Alex still thinks that she did.
She was trying to run away. Yeah, that's the name of the show.
Take a shot. Take a shot whenever there's an actual runaway in the TV show Runaways.
But she was thwarted, wasn't she? Because, like, I don't know who that dark figure was in the last shot of the... I assume that was Jonah or, like, her mom. But her attempt to run away was thwarted. And she died.
But, like... Nico and Alex still are very much suspicious of this because Nico was like, why would they like secure the house and like lie?
Yeah.
And there were so many things they weren't allowed to do.
Yeah. Also, I did not buy the drama between Alex and Nico.
I didn't either.
It felt kind of artificial, and I didn't know why. First of all, I didn't really understand what exactly. I didn't get the gravity of like what Alex was like keeping away from her, and also why he kept that away from her. So I don't know. Whenever Nico was just kind of bitchy at him, I was like, oh, whatever. They just gotta add this drama between the two.
They need a little bit more angst since there isn't any steam.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like there's a slider between like, you know, focusing on the parents and the kids, and I think it adjusted too much to like the parents at this point of the show. So much so because like it like tsunami, like it felt like the main focus of this episode, and so much so that a lot of the kid stuff kind of caught me off guard. I think Molly was the only focused plot line amongst the kids in this episode.
Yeah. So Molly's not with the kids anymore. She's with that distant relative.
Yeah.
And she went to the train station and she found a videotape.
Yeah, just like, what is this? And I was like, aha, she's so young.
At the train station in the locker.
Yeah.
Dude, wait, okay, so when she was like, what is this? Did she mean, what is this device?
Yes.
Oh my god. Yeah, because
she was shaking the VHS tape, like trying to figure, is this like a box that I open? Like, she did not know what that was. Oh my god.
Well, like, okay, she's like 14, which means she was born in 2003. That makes sense.
Yeah, DVDs are in by then, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. But like, I don't know. I don't quite buy that, but whatever. Maybe, and okay, so Greg Sulkin destroyed the laptop.
Yeah.
Because Greg Sulkin was having so many feelings. Also, did you get really excited when he called Gert first?
Yeah, I did like that.
I think I ship it.
Yeah.
Mostly because I don't ship him with a lesbian.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know, like Carolina and Gert kind of teamed up and brought the Raptor this time. I was like, finally, bringing the Raptor in.
But why?
I don't know. Like, that's her superpower. She has a Raptor. Yeah, exactly. Like, they don't know what's happening. Like, might as well bring my, my Raptor. And like, she was like lockpicking into the home and was like, oh yeah, we used to be like what, project partners or something like that. Astronomy partners.
And he would just sex some girl.
Yeah.
While she was doing astronomy, I could feel the bitterness in her voice. It's okay. She already saw him naked through the X-ray.
Yeah, so it all equals out. So yeah, and then like they're just in the house, and like there was that one part where like Greg Sulkin is trying to strong arm his way to his dad, and Church Dad's like, no. Also, I know martial arts.
That was so stupid.
Yeah, and then Carolina comes down the stairs, and then we're like, okay, now they're in the house. Like, no one knew they were in the house, but like now she is just in the house. Also, the Raptor's in the bedroom, and everything was just moving at this absurd pace where like I couldn't really keep track of stuff, and when things just happened, I just kind of accepted it.
And also the parents' explanations as to why like they were there, when Greg Sulkin was like, but Pride is just a charity thing, and they're like, no, we're like family.
We're like Pride is like, I think literally what she said, and I was like, are you kidding me? Yeah, and also like when the Wilders, when they walked down and they didn't realize Greg Sulkin was there, and they realized he was there, and the dad is like, hey, how are you doing? And like literally the dad is like bleeding to death on the ground, and I was so sad. Hey, old buddy, old chum,
buddy, old pal.
Yeah. And he's like, I'm not your guy, buddy. So I felt like the script needed a second draft because it felt like...
Oh, yeah. This episode, I think, was the first episode where I've been like, the writing is just not good.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it, and I gasped a lot, but,
I felt
it just wasn't good.
Yeah, all of the ideas were in place, but none of them really, made sense together. And, just the geography of everything, and then... I don't know, because at the end they were arguing, the kids were arguing again, because, they're switching sides, oh, we gotta take down our parents, oh, no, we can't take down our parents.
That's kind of how so you know how I was talking about how they were all flip-flopping and going through their personal journeys regarding their parents, and you were like, I feel like that's not good writing.
Yeah.
All of that culminated in this episode where it was just a lot of this person's gonna die now this person, but she has to say goodbye to her child, but now I'm gonna sacrifice myself, but now it's okay, he's just gonna die.
Yeah. Oh no, we're gonna put him in this fucking cocoon, and he'll probably emerge a couple episodes later, because I don't know, he's the most famous adult actor there.
That's true. Yeah. And he's not even that famous.
Yeah, exactly.
He was on a successful TV show
he's
14 years
famous.
ago.
I think Jonah is has had a more extensive resume in terms of his roles. But
That's
I don't
true.
know. I can't even think of what's gonna happen next. Because I keep thinking back to the that team up moment where they team up against that do-rag dude, and they all have their powers and stuff like that, and I was like, oh, that they're a team now, and they're obviously not anymore. So I'm just I'm wondering how is this gonna wrap up in 2 episodes?
Yeah. They definitely don't hate each other anymore.
Yeah. They're arguing like a family, like a pride. What if they become the next pride?
I think for predictions for the next episode, we really need to get some Greg Sulkin steam.
Yeah. It's building up to that.
That's necessary. Yeah. Which Carolina should probably dump Greg Sulkin. It's gonna be there's gotta be some type of reveal that Carolina's in love with Nico, and then it's gonna reveal Nico and Alex's true feelings for each other. Anyway, definitely something needs to happen in the next episode so that they can prep it to kind of put a nice little temporary bow for the 10th episode.
Yeah.
As far as parents go, I don't think Spike's gonna be in the next episode. They're going to be dealing with something else, probably with Church Dad. So Spike's just going to be hanging out in his cocoon.
What if the last shot of the 9th episode is him coming out, and then the credits?
Yeah, I like that.
What is in the tape? What is Molly's tape?
I think it's going to be what they destroyed on the laptop. I think that's going to be because right now they've gotten rid of the evidence, but I think on the tape is going to be the evidence.
It's going to be it's going to start with Molly's parents sitting down and be like, Molly, if you're watching this, that means we're already dead.
Yeah. Oh, God. This is what you need to see.
Yeah. Yeah. What else? What the fuck else? Where are the characters in terms of like everyone's kind of shaken up from that confrontation in the parking lot. Where are they? This is the Last Jedi to the Force Awakens. What happens immediately afterwards?
I think they all just go home.
Yeah. And they'll, I don't know.
Or maybe it's gonna pick up with Gert soothing Greg Sulkin. Ooh, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Set up for some good steam. Greg Sulkin's but what are these feelings I have for you? I'm supposed to like the blonde girl, and Gert's just I don't know, man. The blonde girl's a lesbian.
I liked Gert's voice mailbox message.
What was it?
Instead of leaving a message, sign a petition supporting the Chinese workers who built this phone or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, good. Good. She has so much to teach Greg Sulkin about masculinity.
Show you the way.
I just also I have a couple quick things. One, I wrote down Greg Sulkin gonna get lit into his rum in response to his mom shooting his dad. Do you remember when she's like pouring herself a drink and he's like, "Can I have some?" And she's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Gonna get lit."
Yeah.
And then also the nerdy parents, they're like, "You guys went to medical school," and they were like, "In the 90s." I'm like, "Has it changed that much?
Yeah.
You're still a doctor."
Not too much for like that's relevant to the scenario that's happening.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Yeah. That.
Other than that, all of my notes, I got distracted. All my notes were about how dumb the word tsunami was. You'd think for people that literally, like, they own, like, Wizard, which is what, like, a giant technology company. And then like, Spike's one of the best technology geniuses ever. And that you'd think they'd have a better method for getting in touch with each other.
Yeah.
Than just texting tsunami.
They have, like, a bat signal, or, I don't know. They just text the word clusterfuck. I have no idea.
We done goofed.
We done goofed. That's the title of the episode. So
I think we should wrap this up. I do have to go. I have to go be a productive member of my family.
I got some errands to run.
Oh, some things to do, some places to be.
Yeah, I gotta return some stuff and buy some stuff, maybe grab some lunch. I'm gonna swing by Burger King today because I have not had Burger King in a while.
Have you not had chicken fries in a while?
It has been too long since the last chicken fry.
We're gonna go to some brewery and I'm gonna get a burger and then not go on the family outing so that I can work on grad school applications.
Oh yeah.
How's that going? It's fine.
Yeah.
It could be better.
Yeah, it could always be better.
Yeah.
When should we release this episode? Like Friday, Monday, today?
I'll probably edit it today and then send it to you so we can release it tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah, let's say tonight or tomorrow morning.
Okay, cool.
Since we were a little late because of
this is the delayed Christmas special.
Yeah, because of baby Jesus' birthday.
Yeah, I mean, like the Three Kings, we were late.
Yeah. This entire podcast is a metaphor for the nativity scene.
Also, I was on, my Finsta was open, and then baby Lena, grabbed my phone and just started, like, banging at the screen. And she, like, followed a bunch of people on my Finsta.
Oh, that's great.
That's all.
Am I one of them? No.
No. She followed, like, some girl from high school who just accepted my follow request. And I'm like, I didn't want to follow you on my Finsta. Funny. That was Lena. It wasn't me. Anyway, I'm gonna go hang out with her.
I have opened Instagram. Oh, okay, I'm watching your Insta story right now, and there's like some snow stuff going on. There's the baby.
Yeah.
Oh, it's adorable.
Isn't it so cute? I love her so much.
Oh man.
She has so many Hazel Village animals now.
I didn't make it to New York, but I got to do this. Look at my mom! You sent me that picture yesterday.
Isn't that picture great?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Doing our cultural duty.
Like, it's an important part of the cultural phenomenon to watch all of the new Star Wars movies, especially since I've, like, almost chosen to miss out on the Marvel franchise.
Yeah. I mean, like, there will be Star Wars movies because of Disney, there will be Star Wars movies until, like, there will be Star Wars movies after we are dead.
Oh, God.
Yeah. It's not like, did you know that the writer-director of The Last Jedi, they handed him the keys to make a standalone trilogy of Star Wars movies of whatever story he wants to make.
Oh, wow.
Like, Disney and Lucasfilm loved The Last Jedi so much that they were like, hey, do whatever the fuck you want, man.
Are they gonna do more, like, Rogue One stuff?
Probably. Yeah, like, you know, a Star Wars story, I guess, was like the subtitle there, but like, you know, like the Solo movie's gonna be that. I don't know, maybe we'll get a young Obi-Wan with like Ewan McGregor again, I think.
Ooh.
I would like that. I like Ewan McGregor. But like I don't know what this trilogy will be. Like it could be whatever this dude wants.
I'm down. Is it gonna be Adam Driver, young Adam Driver, Jedi School?
I think it's gonna be like it's gonna be unrelated to the quote unquote like Skywalker saga, like everything with a good episode number. So it could be it could be anything.
Oh no. We
So,
have
I don't
some
know.
stuff coming for us.
Did you notice the Joseph Gordon-Levitt cameo?
I did not. Oh, tell me.
So, because I saw his name in the credits, it's like, who the fuck did he play in this movie? He voiced the dude who complained that Finn and Rose parked in the beach. That was Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Amazing. I love it. Good.
Yeah,
Okay.
So now you can say he's been in all 4 Rian Johnson movies because of that amazing cameo.
Okay.
Also, Benicio del Toro was in that movie. Okay.
I
anyway.
know. My dad got so excited. I'm trying to leave, but my dad got really excited about Benicio del Toro. My sister was like, "Are you gonna watch the next one as long as Benicio del Toro's in it?" He was like, "Yeah."
There is no next one. That was The Last Jedi.
No, it was the penultimate Jedi.
The second to last Jedi.
Okay. Nice
right,
chatting with you.
Absolutely. As always. And I will send this to you because it's your turn to edit.
Yeah. Okay.
Woo!
Godspeed, Chris.
Godpeed.
Boop, 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 boop. Okay, great. This is a little echoey, but it'll do.